Good day, YouTube. It's Lisa. Welcome back to my channel. Today, let's talk about Techo Kaigi. From what I can gather, Techo Kaigi is what you use to kind of get your life organized and planned out. And this is a review of Techo Kaigi 2021 and what I'm using in 2022. Let's start with 2022 so you can understand where I got to in 2021. So in 2021, years are slipping by. I used this week's planner. This is on Amazon. It's kind of the knockoff of Hobonichi weeks, but I used this planner to track health. And so, as you can see, some days I did well, other days I did not. But it was basically just to kind of go through and just keep track of like health and health-oriented items that I used. And mostly because of the lockdown and COVID kind of threw me into a tailspin, and I started working out from home after I probably put on the COVID-15. So I basically started, kind of keeping track of like health related items in this little week's book. One book, July, kind of broke out, and it always makes me go into one book, and I have this Shakespeare B6 Slim, in which I started playing around with a onion skin insert that I got from Etsy. I forgot the name of the brand, but if I can remember who I got this from, I promise I'll put it down below. I really did enjoy the thinness of this paper. It's amazingly thin onion skin. I mean, look how thin that is as far as like thickness. And I used it every day, and I was still using it a little bit into almost this year as well, because it took a while for my Hobonichi order to come. So I used pretty much every page in this insert. I think this was here we go. TN Accessories by Lynn is who I got this from in Etsy. And I really did enjoy using this insert. I like the B6 Slim size. I'm still kind of playing around with this because I've got back here another insert that kind of kept track of list of things as well. So One Book July always forces me to kind of look at where I'm at in my planner world, and this one is a great treasure. So I have this one as well. The A5 size. This planner, I was using it. It's undated from Archer and Olive. I signed up into, I think, their quarterly subscription box. It's undated, so I was kind of stuck between this one and not having anything, and so I started kind of doing, some sketching or planning out, and I thought I was going to be able to use this for 2022, and it's a little bit too bulky, and I think for me, if I'm going to have something undated, I'd rather have it plain. And like I said, while I was waiting for my Hobo order, I was using this because it took a while for my Hobonichi order to come for 2022. So I got this cover. I revealed this one in a previous video when I went to the DC Pin Show last August. So I've been using that from August until January of this year. So these three became kind of like the planners of 2021. Additionally, I also, when I was out and about, carrying around this traveler's notebook. I've had this one for a while. It's a passport size. I love this. The old original clip that I had that had patinaed well with this one broke, so I just got done getting a new one. But this I ended up doing as just kind of a kick and carry around, keeping list, grocery list. I recently just added the 2022 monthly insert calendar just to keep track of days of the week, scheduling appointments if I'm out and about, and I just have this and I'm needing to like refer to a calendar. And then in the back, I use this one for sketching a lot as just a great little pocket sketcher. I got this idea of talking to somebody in the shop. I was like, oh, that's a really good idea. So I just kind of do that and use this as a sketcher. And this is just a little board there. So I kind of carry that around when I really want to go minimalist, really want to go small, don't have a big bag. I'll throw this in the bag with me and kick it around with me across town or traveling. So that's going forward in 2022 as well. Now let's talk about the lineup for 2022. So in 2022, the lineup is pretty much, I'm going to zoom back out here so you're going to see some of the stuff on my desk. Is going to be pretty much, I'm staying with the weeks, the knockoff weeks from Amazon. I'm still using that now to track my workouts, and that's going very, very well. I'm just really, really loving how it's working out for me. I think that this is just the perfect size. All I'm doing is tracking workouts in here and doctor notes or appointments and stuff like that. Nothing too major. My daily EDC now is going to be moving to this Hobonichi cover, and this is a mega this year. This cover, I love it, but I don't know how long I'm going to be able to stick with it as the Hobonichi Weeks expands, because if anybody knows, hobos tend to expand over time. But I love it. I've got ephemera over here on the side, and I've got a little Weeks insert book that I'm going to kind of keep, which I'm like using right now for ink samples, but I also was putting in my reading list and YouTube notes and stuff like that. Anytime I get a little jot that I run out of space in here, I will use this little side book, supplemental book. And this is working out really, really well. I've already set it up. I've got some from Sterling Inks. I bought her cover-ups for the month and the year set up, because this is Japanese down here, which doesn't really apply. And I don't really need 2020. So the new calendar's got the monthly overlays on them for the weeks. I set up this I'm using as a holiday, birthday, payday tracker. I never used that before. I never had a really good idea what to do with it, but actually after looking at some YouTube videos, that's what has come to be. I got this in January, so I did a little bit of backfilling in December, but not too terribly much. The calendars are for future planning. I don't have a lot going on yet. The weeklies, though, are really starting to shine. Again, I got this, you know, almost halfway through the month of January, so I'm still playing around with it, but I have put in a little tip in here for the month of January. I'm using this as to-dos on this side for the week, and then I'm going to actually start splitting out the weeks. So when you go here, you know, I've got, you know, events and things going on. I'm trying to keep track of the weather and like a list of to-dos that will be ongoing for the week. Or in this case, I'm putting some recipe notes in it. So it's starting to fill out, and I'm starting to really enjoy this format. And I think I'm going to probably be utilizing the Hobonichi Weeks well into the future. Back here in the notes section, I'm starting to have some trackers. I'm starting to track things like my mood, my sleep cycle, whether or not I'm drinking alcohol, and how that's impacting my sleep. I've got a running book list back here. I'm trying to get some tabs from Midori, but they're out of stock right now. So I've got so far what I'm reading for 2022. So I'm trying to keep track of a reading list. And then this one is going to show, you know, movies and TV shows that I'm frequently trying to watch. And I'm just going to keep a running list of that. And then wines that I want to try, I'm breaking them out into reds, whites, and sparkling wines. I do like to drink wine, so I'm just trying to track all the various vintners that I actually really enjoy. So that's what my Hobonichi Weeks Mega will be looking like for 2022. I'm using my Pilot Vanishing Point and Blue Carmonese as the main pin for this. It's working out really well since it's a fine point nib, and I can just slip it here on the side. For more detailed tracking of habits, I just got done showing this. This is Stride Ridge leather out of Canada. This is my A6 cover. This is my tracker where I kind of get into the knit and grit of, you know, my meal planning, my meals, my other habits that I have, journaling, writing, reading, cooking, practicing my ukulele, which I haven't been doing since I had a hand injury I'm just coming off of, so I've got to start picking that back up. But I'm really just enjoying, you know, just keeping track of a little bit more detail and a little bit more space that I don't have in my Mega to put here for just those kind of things. I'm also putting down notes for, like, again, a little bit redundancy with the weather, but also I'm also including some of the notes on, like, my foreign language learning as well. This supplement, I don't know how well this is going to work out, but I have thrown this into play and I have started trying to work with this. This is going to be another good kind of carry. If I don't want to take this with me on the go, I can just throw stuff in here. And this is very simple. And I just have the 2 Hobonichi stencils, as well as in my Mega I also have the Hobonichi stencils as well. So I keep these on me at all times, just in case things strike. And then lastly, for 2022, my Techo Kaigi, I basically kept my Sojourner postcard from a previous order with her, but I keep that in there because I do like that little pop out that says hello. And this is my my daily 5-year journal from Midori. I really do like this. I did get through all of last year journaling every day and just a little bit. It's really refreshing. I can't wait to kind of fill this up and just kind of get this completed to see what happens year after year, to look back and reflect on, you know, how my life was going during that 5-year period of time. All right, so I still will be, and additionally, like I said, using this one as well. So this is pretty much my Techo Kaigi for 2022. I have more than I thought, but I've got five journals or so that I'm kind of keeping track. And then I also have ones that are for work that are not planners. They're just work journals that I can't show because they're kind of proprietary to work. But that's it. So if you have any questions, put them down below. Thank you very much for stopping by my channel. If you're a subscriber, thank you very much for continuing to support me. If you're new to me, please hit that smash button and, you know, get notified when I actually release new stuff. Otherwise, I'll talk to you next time. Take care. Bye.